Okay, so I'm making a video. um, it's been a rough day. And I am going to share this kind of with a heavy heart, I guess. Uh, if anybody has watched any of my videos, you understand that my kids are my life. So when something happens and I'm not there because I'm here, um, it makes it hard to, you know, it makes it hard for a mom who really wants nothing but the best for her children, but understands the world for what it is. Logic is that the world is going to try to break down, especially one of my children. It's just, it's what I've lived. And I know that he's experiencing the same thing. So kids should be celebrated for their innocence, for their love, for their light, for their joy, for, just being authentically them. They don't know any different yet. And this is, my son is now 12, and this is where the rubber meets the road, I guess, in a sense. Um, Something happened. He did something he should not have done. Um, but it went a lot further than that. Other kids did things they shouldn't have done. And now my son is potentially in trouble. I'm not saying it's not justified. I'm just saying that when things like this happen, it's not, I don't see it. All right, so I see it at face value, definitely. Not even a question. But I also see it deeper. Um, the guilt, the shame, the ridicule is all going to lower my child's vibration. It's all going to keep him move him away from source. It's going to hinder, how he feels about himself. Because adults don't realize that, the backlash is going to affect him on a very, very big level. Uh, I can do damage control as much as I can, but these are things that are just going to be a part of his life. And that's really hard for me to, digest. Like, you're going to be treated badly because you shine. You're going to be, roped into doing terrible things to get you to feel bad about yourself because you shine. People are going to be jealous of you. People are going to come for you in a way that you probably never even thought they would. Um, Come with a smile. These people will not be there to help you or to help you progress. They will be there to stop you in your tracks if they can. And that is a very uh it's a hard truth. It is. It's a hard truth. My son has always been kind of oppressed. And he's been trying to navigate that. So people pleasing, all that fun stuff, trying to fit in. And unfortunately, from my experience, that's, kind of a it's not gonna happen. I mean, but if he keeps trying to fit in, he's getting himself in trouble. He's getting himself in trouble on the physical plane, but it's also going to cause him trouble on the spiritual level of, the guilt, the shame. That's what keeps us away from source. Um, and I don't feel that this is going to affect me in that manner, thankfully. It's just a learning. You learn from these things. Okay. But I can't, I can't live my son's life for him. I can guide him, but that's also been a little trying considering the situation. So, anybody out there that has children, before you do anything, stop and think about if your child will carry guilt or shame or fear because of what you're doing or how you're talking to them or what you're, insinuating about them as a person. Uh, you're not helping them by harming them. I get that, it's tough love, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. Okay. But to your child does something and it makes you look bad and then you lash out at your child, that is a very bad trait. It's a bad trait to have. I've witnessed all this. I've kind of lived it and witnessed it, and I know it's a real thing. And I do wholeheartedly believe that sharing anything that I can to help maybe one person understand that change is possible. Every day is a new clean slate. Not beating yourself up for, not knowing things. But when you do know, to take those steps to put yourself in check, There's a saying like people that can't control themselves will try to control other people. And I kind of think that's where I'm going with this one. Our kids didn't ask to be put in these situations. I don't think they did. Okay, I get it. We came here to learn these lessons and all of that, and I get all of that. But I also have a special place in my heart for children who are innocent, who are being put through hell because people who have been conditioned to do that. And those people I feel bad for also because they went through it. I mean, obviously, they didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to be a jerk. It was, things that had happened to that person. But it's time to clean it up. It's time to take responsibility. It's time to take accountability. And this is on multiple levels. I just want the world to know that it's not a curse to be a heavy thinker. It is not a curse to be overly sensitive. And it's not a curse to speak up. And I get it. Like I've stated it from the beginning. When you're a truth teller, you get under attack. Okay, it don't matter. People do not want to hear what you have to say because then they have to look at themselves. But that doesn't mean you should stop. Speak your truth. I think I really needed to make this video because I am currently unable to do anything about the situation that was presented to me today. When somebody calls and says, you're going to want to sit down, it's bad. You just know. You're like, all right, what? Then you find out, one of your kids has got himself in a jam. And you do. Sometimes you're like, well, blame yourself. Like, I should have did better. No, this was definitely not something that, this is more of my child trying to impress people, not being a leader, which he is and is supposed to be, but yet being a follower. I went through it. Thinking everybody's your friend, thinking these people would never, betray you, and getting the cold, hard facts that they will, that they have, that, now you're being looked at messed up because somebody else chose to do something wrong. You maybe should have not done what you did. Just saying. But on that note, Um, whatever happens, I will support my son. I will be there to support my son. I would never support my son in a situation if I thought that he was blatantly wrong or came at it from a darkness standpoint. But this is not that. This is a stupid ass teenage thing that should never have happened, and everybody's gonna learn a lesson now. This is not something to be played with. This is not something to be joking about. This is not something that should have ever happened. But kids don't fully understand that there was repercussions to shit like this that they probably didn't see coming. We got to get them off the things, the platforms that they're not ready for. You know, we know our kids. And that's the thing. Like this day and age, it's like, oh, just get my damn device. They'll leave us alone. Are you kidding me? I love playing with my kids. Like, kind of had a fit this weekend. Like we were supposed to. We did some stuff, but there was other things that I wanted to do, and I couldn't get them off their damn phones. Like, come on, man. Like, told my daughter to leave at home next weekend. I was like, don't bring it. But yeah, it's the thing. Like people are just so caught up in their lives and so much going on, and it's easier just to hand them a device and set them in the corner and have no idea what your kids are doing or what they could be getting themselves into. So, actually, kind of tried to squash this a couple weeks ago. I didn't know it was already a problem then, so it's not like that would have. I mean, I don't know if it would have helped or not, but it was a few weeks ago. I had got the intuition, the punch in the gut that something bad was gonna happen with the platforms that my son is on. Certain things they shouldn't be on, and if they are on, they should be monitored, like heavily watched. If you're posting something, I want to know about it. If you're friggin', you know, sending out things, I want to know about it. My daughter and I already had one falling out over that she had done some things, and I'm like, no, you're gonna post it online. I see it first, and that's the way it goes. But these devices that they have now are not in my care, so that was on one of the devices that I let her use while she was here. Like all my kids have a device here. I'm no different. I mean, not as a give them a device to get them out of my hair, but it's the technological age, and your kids are basically somehow addicted to these things because literally getting them off their devices is becoming a problem. And I don't like it. And like I explained, I don't want to be mean, but I do want to protect them. So there has to be a line. There's got to be a line. And I wish I could have caught it before it became a problem, but now it is. So now we deal with it. And I know, like, this is just one person's account for something, you know, that went personal. But maybe there's somebody else out there that needed to hear this today because I haven't been inspired to make a video in a very long time. So I'm not sure why it was a video, probably because 3 minutes was not going to be long enough to handle this conversation. Hug your kids. Keep track of what they're doing. There's a lot of shady shit going on the internet. And our kids are getting roped into it because nobody's being, I don't know, like I said, accountability. Accountability, that's all it is. There's got to be somebody that watches out for we have police that watch for when we're doing things out here. Why is there no damn internet police? I want to call the internet cops right now. I want to have a talk with somebody about what happened. You know what I mean? But there's no way to do that. You can't get a hold of Google. I tried. Okay. Yeah, that's a dead end situation. And even the platforms. I mean, you can report these things or whatever, report things, but there's no guarantee that they're going to even take it seriously. Like, you don't get to talk to somebody. It is all digital. So you really don't know even if they're even getting these reports at this point. Like, with my situation. I don't know if anybody even got the reports that we flagged that account that was looking like it was me. I have no idea. I didn't get a message. I didn't get nothing back that says we were looking into it. You know what I mean? So it was basically out there in cyberspace is doing whatever. So we need some cyber police to do some damn work. And I know we have cyber security police people, but it just doesn't seem like it's enough. Like, it just doesn't seem like there's any justice, you know? Like, people can just do whatever and get away with it. And because they're hiding behind a screen, it seems like it's just okay. Like, you wouldn't walk in somebody's house and rip their pictures off the wall, would you? Think that the police will do nothing about it? But yeah, you'll go on my device and steal all my shit. Like, it's okay. It's the same thing. That's what I mean. It's not being looked at from that aspect, you know? My kid went and got some shit started, and it's got me on this whole, why are we not being protected? Why are they not being protected? From one mom to another, if you're experiencing anything like this, I feel for you, and I'm sending you love, but I don't know what else to do. I expect a knock at my door, I think, and I welcome that. Oh, I wholeheartedly welcome that. I don't think they'll do anything. No, they don't. That's not their thing. But, you know, at least somebody, yeah, another, how do you put it? Another paper in the file, basically. Another paper in the file. It's just gonna, you know, keep getting bigger and bigger till something really bad happens. Because that's how I see it. These are all just escalating little things. These little things just keep escalating. And then eventually it'll be a volcano. Like I said, I hope maybe somebody understands. Maybe somebody needed to hear this. Because you're not alone. If you're going through the stalking and the hacking and the targeting of yourself and your children, and you know, your eyes are open to the scariness of the internet and these platforms that nobody has actually control over. Like, they're just running rampant, and our kids have been sucked in, and now we don't even really feel like we have control over protecting our kids unless we make them not, you know, we make them the outcast, because if we take all that from them, then the other people in their circle, oh, they will have a field day with that. They will absolutely ridicule and hurt them. So there's so many dynamics to how do you protect your children from the invisible threats. So anyways, I don't know. I just felt like this was a good time to make a video. Which is weird. I don't make videos very often. Like, I do shorts. So anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day, and I'll get through it. Like I said, so it's already in motion. So it's got to happen. I just hope that maybe I can help somebody else understand, and that you're not alone. Not even a little bit. I'm sure there are many, many people out there that feel the way I feel. They just don't have any way to do anything about it. So, love and light.